What if the house you live in hides a story older than you, older than your bloodline, waiting silently for someone to listen? That was the question haunting Daniel Mercer the night he heard the knock at his door. 3 soft raps, precise, measured. Yet when he opened it, no one stood outside. Just the autumn wind curling around the edges of his porch. From that moment on, he knew his life would never be the same. Before we dive deeper, if you love mysterious stories with unexpected twists, make sure to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. You won't want to miss what comes next. Daniel was not a man easily shaken. A war veteran, disciplined and resilient, he believed in reason above superstition. Yet, the following morning, a letter appeared on his doorstep. It wasn't sealed, just a folded piece of parchment, yellowed with age. His name was written in ink that bled like veins. Daniel Mercer. Inside, the words chilled him more than any battlefield ever had. The house knows you. Do not ignore it. Was it a prank, a threat, or something deeper? He searched for footprints, asked his neighbors, even replayed his security camera. The footage showed him opening the door, staring out into emptiness. But no knock, no visitor, no letter. The recording simply cut to static at the exact moment the knocks had echoed. Days later, another sign. At midnight, Daniel's clock ticked backward. Slowly at first, then violently, as if time itself was rebelling. Shadows swayed unnaturally on the walls, bending in directions the light didn't allow. He grabbed his phone, desperate to record the phenomenon, but when he replayed the video, there was nothing. Just him, standing frozen, watching an ordinary clock. By now, fear clung to him, yet so did curiosity. What secret did his home keep buried? As if in answer, he discovered a hidden crawl space behind the wall of his study. Dust choked the air as he pushed through, revealing an old wooden chest carved with strange symbols. Inside lay a stack of journals, brittle and nearly falling apart. Each page detailed strange occurrences dating back more than a century. Knocks at the door, clocks reversing, voices in empty rooms. Every owner had recorded the same words, "The house knows you." But Daniel was not like the others. He refused to run. Pride and courage demanded answers. He began reading deeper into the journals, piecing together fragments. The pattern became clear. The house only chose certain people, and once chosen, they had to finish something left undone. What unsettled him most was the final entry of the last journal, written in hurried scrawl. "If you are reading this, it means I failed. The house has chosen again. Forgive me." The next night, Daniel awoke to voices whispering his name from inside the walls. Not one, but many, layered over each other. Men, women, children, a chorus of the forgotten. He traced the whispers to his basement, where the concrete floor had cracked open as though something beneath wanted out. Trembling, he stood at the edge, flashlight beams shaking over the darkness. It was then that the climax unfolded. From the void, a pale hand reached upward, not flesh, but something made of dust and memory, clawing for release. Daniel's instinct screamed at him to flee, but his courage anchored him. He spoke firmly, almost like a soldier addressing his troops. "What do you want from me?" The whispers stopped. Then a single voice, steady and mournful, answered, "Finish what we could not." Before I reveal the shocking twist that changes everything, remember to subscribe and press the bell icon so you never miss these chilling tales. Daniel dug deeper into the journals, and there he found the missing piece. The house wasn't cursed. It was a vessel. A place that kept the souls of those who had died unjustly, silenced before their stories were told. Each chosen occupant was meant to record, to finish the untold narratives, giving voice to the forgotten. But every previous owner had been consumed by fear, leaving the task unfinished. And here lies the twist. Daniel, who believed he was haunted, realized he had been honored. The knocks, the letters, the backward ticking of time, none were threats. They were calls for help, desperate pleas from voices long erased by history. The house didn't want to destroy him. It wanted him to remember them. In that instant, his fear dissolved into solemn pride. With steady hands, he lit a candle, opened a blank journal, and began to write. The walls grew quiet. The shadows retreated. For the first time in decades, the house was at peace. But Daniel knew the truth. Peace was temporary. One day, when his story ended, the house would knock again. And when it does, will the next person open the door? If this story gave you chills, subscribe now and hit the bell icon. You won't want to miss the next mystery waiting just around the corner.